Welcome to Barely Necessities. It's laughingplace.com's live discussion of Disney merchandise. I'm the site's co-founder, Rebecca Mosley. And I say that because over there is our site manager, Rebecca Burbank. We've got two Rebeccas.
Two Rebeccas, and we spell our names the same way, the best way.
Exactly. The uncommon way, with a K-A-H at the end instead of the double C-A.
That's right.
Oh man, I am excited. I was looking over the merchandise. Becca always gets the list together, and I gather up the assets, and we get rolling to talk about it. And I am excited about what we're going to be featuring today. Do be pointing out I am wearing the lovely Tiana's Bayou adventure cap that he brought home from its media event. Thank you, Disney. I appreciate it. Bloom, say hello.
Hello.
Oh man. Okay, Becca. So we're going to start off with talking about some Munchlings.
Yes. The scented versions are back. They stopped doing scented for a little while, and these are scented. They're also like Disney afternoon cartoons, but it's part of this complete breakfast. This is called the Morning Menu Collection, and I think this is my favorite by far of all of the Munchlings they've released.
Okay, so do you remember what are we looking at here? What are some of the tasty morning treats they've transformed into plushy form?
Yeah, so at the top there we have Kit Cloud Kicker. So Tailspin, right? But
Yes.
the website says that it's from DuckTales. And then I looked, and he was in DuckTales in the 2017 series. So I have a video of that in the article. But yeah, they're saying Kit is from DuckTales. So
Okay. There we go.
kind of it. Interesting. I guess moving up to the top then. So we started with Kit. Then we've got Goliath from the Gargoyles. And he is a, what is he? He's a berry breakfast pastry. And then going down the clock, we've got Darkwing Duck Fruit Cup Parfait. Okay. This one has a tropical fruit scent. And then below him is Gosselin Mallard. She's supposed to be fresh squeezed orange juice with a tropical punch scent, which I think is a little like, okay.
So Pog. So we're talking Pog juice here.
Yeah,
right?
There you go.
Passion, the orange, and what's the G in Pog?
Guava, right?
Oh, maybe. Yeah. I think you're right.
So, and then next to her, we have Scrooge McDuck dollar pancakes with a funnel cake scent.
Okay.
And then Huey, Dewey, and Louie cereal bowl with fruit is what they're calling it. And that's supposed to smell like cereal milk. I should say Kit is supposed to smell like, he's a brown sugar muffin. He's supposed to smell like gingerbread. And Goliath is a strawberry scented pastry. So.
Oh, nice. And there's also got a Mickey Mouse, an adorable Mickey Mouse with a cherry on top.
Yeah, and he's also a micro plush. So the menu that we were just looking at, those are all like a blind box or a mystery. But this one is as you see him. So he's packaged in a window box, so you know exactly what you're getting. But yeah, he's still a micro plush, super, super cute. And he, I forget, what does he smell like? Chocolate cupcake. So.
Oh. Okay, there you go. Bloom stopping in to say their second live. I want to say hello to Mia, or maybe it's Mila, but I'm going to say Mia. And then Stephen as well. Thank you all for stopping by. My family just returned from a weekend trip to the new DVC cabins at Fort Wilderness. Thank you, Disney, very much for the invitation. We had a wonderful time. I'll talk more about it later on, but I'm bringing up now because it was the 50th anniversary of Hoop-Dee-Doo, the musical review. It is over there at Fort Wilderness. Have you ever checked this show out, Becca?
I have not. I worked there for I worked at Walt Disney World for 4 years. I never went to see Hoop-Dee-Doo, but I have been on the grounds of Fort Wilderness, and it's a great resort.
It is kind of one of those toe tapping, high energy, got a lot of fun. So sharing a little bit of it here.
I've heard so many good things about this show. Everybody raves about it. So shame on me for not making a chance or time in my schedule to go see it.
But surprisingly, it is 50 years old. And they've got some new merchandise to celebrate that. So if you have checked it out and a fan and want to make sure that you have something to celebrate it,
these are really, really fantastic. I like that you've got the actors or the performers on there, which I'm sure change on a regular basis, but you still get that general idea of like the community and the group performing together. I think that's really, really fun.
hang on, Becca, I'm sorry. Let me quickly talk off screen. Well, I'm going to be on screen.
You're
You
fine.
keep talking. I'm going to mute.
All right. Yeah, so this Hoop-Dee-Doo, that's my favorite shirt right there. So it's kind of this like ringer style shirt. I really like the font. It's telling you the Hoop-Dee-Doo musical review, and then there's all sorts of other little tidbits in there. I really like the colors as well. So yeah, this is one of my favorite items. It looks like we got Giddy in there.
Well, the reason why I wanted to show this is because it's the flyer. The T-shirt. What they've done is they've taken
Yes.
that menu flyer that you get at the restaurant, and they have it here as the design on the shirt. So it's the same. I noticed. Jeannie coming in to say a quick hello. Sorry to throw you a curve like that real quick.
No, we roll with it.
A variety of magnets too, celebrating the Hoop-Dee-Doo musical review 50th. On Lapping Place, we do have an article. Some of the premiere team that brought this magic to life, they had a little celebration, and we were able to feature that on Laughing Place. So be sure to check that out. And I think we have a video here as well of some of the fun that happened on the anniversary there in Pioneer Hall. Speaking of canoeing, Gideon actually ended up going canoeing, Becca, on this trip.
Oh, did he? Right there at Fort Wilderness?
Yep, he did. Bloom's excited, heading out on a vacation this weekend. Oh, I hope you have a really great time. Like I say, we just got back. If you're at Fort Wilderness, it's a home away from home, as they say. This one, actually, when you flip it over, it's Christmas on the other side.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, so a nice little design there. But we are now going to float on down the bayou and check out some Tiana items.
Yes. Yeah, Luke put this article together for us yesterday at Disney Store. The Dooney and Burke Tiana collection arrived. I really like this. It's that kind of like, I keep using the word vintage. I don't know if that's quite the right word, but you've got that like roaring 20s vibe to it. It's really, really beautiful. I like the artwork. I like that we get Tiana not in her typical gown, which is gorgeous, but this, I think it's just nice to see her in something different, a little more simplistic, but still completely elegant.
One of the things that I'll say about the visuals here is I'm going to throw up a picture of the of it in the Disney store. I mean, sorry, not Disney store, but in the I'm
store at Walt Disney World.
Yes. But the color scheme on it is. Hang on just a minute. I'm worried that my my computer is beeping a lot. Are you able to hear that, Becca?
I don't hear any beeping, but I see the picture. So
I'm getting a lot of notifications all of a sudden, and I'm worried that it's coming out over the audio here for everybody. But the colors on this are much nicer, kind of like earthy, sage, and those nicer, those kind of like bayou greens that you get as you're there along the riverside, and it kind of looks more like a bluey teal in some of the Disney store images. And so I thought by kind of offering it in that store setting, you can get a better contrast of the colors. It is even prettier in person, to be honest, than these pictures give it off. So yes, I said bluey.
I was thinking the same thing, Kyle, but I wasn't going to distract us with that.
And the ears and the jewelry that they have been releasing along with this are also quite beautiful. They've gone with a really elegant water lily style look. I don't know. I go back and forth if it's focusing on water lily or if it's focusing on kind of that southern magnolia blossom.
Okay.
Yeah, no, just really elegant, and I loved everything about it. Like you can even see it illuminated in the ears that they gave out to the media with the launch of the new attraction, which I got to go on.
How was it?
I loved it. Okay,
Really?
I liked it more than I expected, but I'll be honest. Okay, so here's the deal. I loved Splash Mountain, but I didn't like the build up to the drop.
Okay.
If you would, I didn't need to be scared. I was nervous enough about the drop, right? But I love the elevation and looking out over the park in the evening, especially at Disneyland, looking out at the park in the evening as you kind of journeyed around the river, and then that view just before you plummet and all of that. And so now with this attraction, they don't build up that tension before you drop. And so for me, it's like even better because it's like, okay, this is a delightful little ride down the bayou, and then and then, it's like, yeah, no, I love it. And okay, so at the media event, Doobie, my husband, got a Firefly. And as they mentioned, they interact. So on my trip,
you got one?
Another one. What'll happen is if you hit the little, I think I have it on. Let me just double check. I'll bring him up. I think, can you see him? Okay. Mm-hmm. So if I hit the little button, I think I have them both on. Let me double check. And then they'll blink at each other when they're nearby. Yeah. And so if you're walking by somebody and they just had the little bug on their shoulder and then you hit the button, it would cause their little Firefly to start buzzing too. And so
that is so cute.
So they're super cute. It was $32 without a discount, but you can apply an annual pass or your DVC discount to the little light up toy. So yeah, so I now have little light up. And I will say I was kind of hoping that there would be much more variety among the Fireflies. But no, they all look exactly the same.
Okay.
They're super cute. But I was thinking like we would have like we did with the Banshee, right? Where you had kind of a little bit of a different color variation or whatnot. But nope, they all looked identical. But you know how they got me, Becca?
How'd they get you?
Okay, so I went in the store and I looked at it and I was like, okay, that's cute, but I'm good. My husband got one. I don't need one. And then I was sitting on a bench and they had an ODV cart and she was wandering around with them and they were all sitting there on the little cart and they were just saying, take me home, Rebecca, take me home, Rebecca. And so, yeah, I ended up, they didn't get me in the store, but they got me with the cart.
Well, you've left the store, you're like, I'm fine without my purchase. And then you see it and you're like, oh, look how great it is out in the wild.
So bad. It was so bad. It was funny. But Mickey is my spirit animal. Hi, how are you?
Hey.
I was telling a friend that I missed the shop, although my pocketbook doesn't, but I missed the shop in the airport that was on the other side of security. Because I can be very disciplined about skipping that Disney store in the Orlando airport when I have security right there. Because I'm like, I need to get through security, make sure that, nothing bad happens. I get to my gate. And so I can use that as like the last defense of not spending any more Disney money. But once I get to the other side, they would I used to pick up, oh, this is cute. Oh, this little keychain, I can throw this in my bag. They would get me with these little tchotchke purchases at the end, things that I kind of had thought about getting, but didn't end up getting. They would get me on the other side of security, but they don't have one over there anymore. So like I say, better for me, not as good for them. So,
Yeah, I haven't been in the Orlando airport in a while, and I don't remember the one post-security, but I'm very familiar with the one pre-security that's just like, oh my gosh.
The one post security is so long ago.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Over in the world of Disney Plus, we have a new, I guess in Disney Channel too, we have what they call the Disney original movie. It's the fourth in the Descendants series on the way, and some merchandise on the way too.
Yeah, these dolls arrived at Disney Store yesterday. I'm not sure if they're at other retailers as well. I don't think they're exclusive to Disney Store, but yeah, we have a new character, or at least new to me, Red. She's the daughter of the Queen of Hearts, so she's kind of going to be the main character here. Her and Chloe, who is the daughter of Cinderella, who is being played by Brandy, reprising her role as Cinderella. And then, yeah, that was Bridget, I think. I'm not sure who she's related to. And then, yeah, I think that's Chloe right there. And then there's also, yes, sorry. Yeah.
Sorry, I was trying to move over to Chloe because I heard you talking about Chloe. So.
Yeah, no, and with the Red doll and with Chloe that we're looking at right now, where they're kind of in this like storybook, they're singing dolls as well. So they have some extra features as well.
Now, when it comes to Descendants, we're going to keep you up to date on that. It's Descendants Rise of Red, the Rise of Red, the fourth movie. We actually have an interview up right now on this YouTube channel with lots of the stars of Descendants Rise of Red. So be sure to check that out. I'll try and put a link like over there when this video processes, so that way you'll be able to find it right away. But Bloom is very excited, super excited for Descendants Rise of Red. I am excited too. So have
you watched all of the films?
I have not watched all of them. I think I've watched 2 of 4. I'm one behind apparently.
Okay.
So yeah, so I gotta catch up and make sure I know what's been going on in the Descendants series. Moving on with Disney Junior, we have Disney's Ariel Junior. Disney Junior Ariel Junior, right? Or is it Disney Junior Ariel?
I think it's just Disney Junior's Ariel, but yes, this is Ariel as a child. So we're so used to seeing Ariel in her teenage and adult self, even as a mom, in you know the whatever that second movie was with.
Oh, that's
Melody.
right. Yep, totally.
But yeah, so this time we're gonna spend time under the sea with a younger Ariel, and yeah, there's new play sets. This is really cute. I love how colorful it is. I'm not sure. And shame on me for not looking into it. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be like a younger version of the Halle Bailey character or a completely standalone Ariel. Do you have some insider information?
No. I find it very confusing if you want to be canonical about this, if you want to be like intensely canonical about it, because even though I feel like in the movie, I remember the Dingle Hopper being an education moment.
Okay.
In this series, in the episode I watched, she has a Dingle Hopper and she is telling her friends about it. And it seems to me that if I was like being a purist, it wouldn't have happened before the movie.
You're a teenager.
Unless I have created that moment myself, because I only watched The Little Mermaid one time, the live action one time. So perhaps I am perhaps I filled that in my own head, you know? So I will have to go study for sure. But this features the undersea world of Atlantica, and Ursula in this is very clearly her like an auntie.
Yes, that's true.
And
yes.
So it is so cute. Her peers, her little friends, are adorable. And I've only seen one episode of it, but I need to see more. Oh, hey, Bloom, go ahead, drop me that advice in the chat. The other toy that that's been highlighted in this article, is super sweet, and I would have loved it as a little. It's this little water play doll, and when you immerse her in the water, she has like a little water and light show. How cute is that?
That I would have loved that. I would have absolutely loved that.
I would have been all over this as a little.
Yeah, and they
mermaids when I forget what they were called. I want to say they were called like sea pals or something like that. And they had a lily pad that was a sponge, and then they were little mermaid dolls that would sit in it, and they were for bath time. So yeah,
that's cute. Yeah, and I think I like that a lot. I absolutely would have loved that as a kid.
And they also have some Lego items as well. Lego playset. This is Ariel's crystal cavern. Yeah, flounder. Flounder looks like more like traditional like animated flounder in this series. They look pretty much like they've been lifted out of that classic 80s animated feature. So not kind of an adaptation of the live action versions that we saw, which frankly I'm happy because these are cute and adorable, and
I know.
I expect when I see Flounder and Sebastian credited. So
yeah, they're grabbing all of the best parts of the Little Mermaid stories and putting it together for this Disney Junior era.
Okay, so I am to watch Descendants 3. And then I have to watch an animated special called Descendants Mal and Ben's Royal Wedding Special. And that's going to help tie into Descendants 4 Rise of Red.
I forgot about the animated Royal Wedding Special. But yeah, or maybe that's not even, yes, the animated one. Yeah, I forgot about that. But I remember we did write about it.
Yep.
So thank you, Bloom, for the reminder.
I was going to say, and I believe I have until the 12th, because I think it's July 12th is when this new Descendants is going to pop up on the Disney networks. So
yes, I believe that's correct. Well, it's going to be on Disney Plus, I think, on July 12th.
Okay,
and then it comes to they're going to do an encore presentation on Disney Channel on August 9th.
Okay, awesome, man. There's so much going on when it comes to Disney stuff. It is amazing to me. Let's see. Speaking of which, right now in theaters is Inside Out 2, which I still haven't seen. I've been traveling too much, so I know, and I don't want to. Okay, I'm guessing that will be even more funny to me after I've seen the movie.
I mean, maybe I'm just like, it's so good. It's just really, really good.
But it's one of those things where we want to see it as a family, and we can't seem to all be in the same place long enough. Doobie's about to go out again on a trip, so we'll have to wait even longer. But over at Cakeworthy, they've got some Pixar inspired styles. Oh, okay, they knocked it out of the park with these, Becca.
They did. They really did. From the color choices to and like I like the pattern, the plaid patterns that they have, because it's hard. Like, I think you want to have something that's different and unique. When your signature item is a flannel shirt, I feel like sometimes your plaid patterns can be like, I don't know, it's hard to have something fresh and new, and they did it with this.
They did with this, with the candies down the side. Oh no, I didn't want to pull that one up yet, even though I love it. Hang on. Let me see if I can pull up the one I wanted to. Oh man, I'm gonna click on everything else before I get to what I'm looking for. There it is. Check it out with the plaid. You've got, this is so, even if it didn't have the Mater logo on it, I would totally know what they were going for with this plaid, and then this one as well, right? I mean,
yes,
it is like character cosplay plaid style.
Yes,
with what they've done. So
which really, is perfect really perfect if you want to attempt a little bit of cosplay without going all in. Like if you're going to, the D23 Ultimate Fan event, and you want to dress like a character, but you don't want to dress like a car. Here we go.
I want to dress like a car. And the Cozy Cone Motel robe.
Yeah.
Okay. It's adorable. We were joking that we wanted to make this official LP like wear the other day when we were having a staff meeting. We were all discussing these
for Expo.
Cozy
for
Cone.
Expo, you guys can just go as a bunch of orange cones.
There you go.
Get some orange shorts or pants to go with it. I love it.
It'd be nice. A little bit of checkered flag action with the T-shirt, and these are all available Disney store, or is it Cakeworthy, Becca?
It's both, but these are Cakeworthy styles that are on Disney store, which is why we wrote about them.
Awesome. And with Disney store, we have an affiliate relationship. So
Yes.
if you click on these links and make your purchase, a small portion comes to us, and we appreciate your support that way. No additional cost to you. So you doesn't make any difference to what you're spending on them, but it does help around here at Laughing Place. And so we appreciate when you make your Disney shopping by stopping by Laughing Place. Oh, these are cute too, crossbody bags. So lots of Pixar fun with Cakeworthy. We'll have links to the articles we're highlighting down below, so that way you can check out more information, read a little bit more about it, see some of the creativity of our staff too, because they have some fun writing up this stuff, including Luke here talking about a new Corkcicle canteen at Disney Store in Disney Springs.
Yes. Yeah. I know we had written about it, didn't think anything of it. Then I saw it popped up on Disney's store, and I was like, oh, wow, this is way better than I thought it was going to be.
It looks good. It looks good in person too.
Yeah. So this is one of those nice large canteens or canteen style tumblers. That will keep your drink really, really cold for a long period of time, or it'll keep it hot for a long time. Yeah, and I like that they went with the Infinity Gauntlet. We're still not over that. We're still not over the Infinity Gauntlet. I like this. I like how they realized this.
One of the things that I appreciate about Corkcicle as compared to some of the other double wall, those double insulated tumblers, is that these taper at the bottom, and my hand is not large. And I find these much easier to hold than some of the other, like my honestly, my Starbucks tumbler, once I bought my Epcot Corkcicle tumbler, it got a lot less use. Same with my Tervis. They didn't get as much use once I picked up a Corkcicle, because like I say, the tapering, especially with their mugs, I really appreciate. I know Tony, our teammate Tony here at Laughing Place, he is a big Corkcicle fan, because I think in his case, I think he's really fond of the fact they have some sort of material on the bottom of the mug. I forget what it is, so it like doesn't slide easily. So when you put it on your desk, it's going to kind of stay there. It's not easy to kind of shove off the table or whatnot as you're, in his case, probably using a mouse, right? You're like, well.
Right, okay. You don't want to knock it out. Yeah.
No, you don't want to have that. No, not at all. Continuing in this world of Marvel, we've got Symbiote Spider-Man.
Yeah, this is a new action figure, or action figure, higher end collectible from Hano Studios. I think it looks awesome.
It does.
I'm not as familiar with the Symbiote Spider-Man, but yeah, he looks so cool, and it's part of the Secret Wars comic run. So there's even like you can stand the figure. Yeah, there's a little stand, but then it also has this backing that represents the comic cover.
It looks like a person. The way the suit fits, there's like muscular nature to the body that almost looks like it's a person rather than a figure.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So I think when I first looked at this, I did it it took me a moment to be like, oh wait, that's an action figure, not somebody dressed up in a costume.
Right. Which goes to show how detailed and how articulated this figure is.
And it is amazing the way it's changed over the years.
Oh, I know. You think that, well, and it's still funny because Hasbro, they've got those like retro Star Wars, typically Star Wars, but they have like the retro Marvel and Star Wars figures that are like the 3 3/4 inch, like the ones that when merchandise was really just starting, as to be produced to go along with a movie. And it's just very simple. Their arms go up and down and like they can sit. That's it. Now you're like, you could bend, you could pose. It comes with all these additional accessories, and like it's crazy.
Moving into the world of Star Wars, since you were talking about Star Wars figures, we have a collection that focuses on the classic logo. We've got I think of it as kind of an embossed.
Yes,
almost.
I think I used that word.
Oh, did you? There you go.
Yes, I said it features a large embossed Star Wars logo on the chest. Another raised details. Yeah, embossed might not be the right word, but we're thinking the exact same thing, Rebecca.
That's how I describe it. But it's nice. It's classic. It's simple. I mean, this is white on white, so it's not as bold, but yet it's definitely there. Same with this jacket, black on black.
Yes.
So,
which I kind of like that it's just simplistic.
Yeah. If I knew it would get here in time, I'm going to be going to a John Williams concert and pretty soon here. And sadly, he won't be there because he's recovering from illness, but it will be his music, and I'm very excited to go. But so that might have made its way into my shopping cart. They've also got this button-up shirt as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got a lot of looks over there at Disney Store.
And it's paying homage to Darth Vader, but it's not immediately obvious. Like, you're gonna have to be standing next to the person to see that it's a Darth Vader shirt.
Yeah, I do like this. Bloom is saying white's not prefers floral, bright colors. So there you go. Over in the world of Lego, lots of Lego sets coming, including this adorable C-3PO realization.
I really like how that looks. I'm excited for that Ahsoka set. That's the one that caught my eye. But let's talk about the C-3PO.
Okay, I'll move back to the C-3PO.
Yeah, this is part of the 25th. So it's 25 years of not only Phantom Menace, but 25 years of the Lego Star Wars collaboration.
Okay.
So this is one of these like special releases, and you're gonna get the little C-3PO figure as well. But yeah, like what a great sometimes annoying. What a great character.
That does not seem like an easy realization to bring C-3PO to life in Lego form. So kudos, and this is beautifully done. Great addition to your displays. This is the one that Becca was interested in. It's a scene from Ahsoka.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, lots of minifigures. We've got some lightsaber action going on here. We got blasters, and then of course Grand Admiral Thrawn. He's one of my favorite of the Star Wars villains. I think he's just such an interesting character, and I enjoyed this show. So I love how this looks.
Yeah, and I like that it comes with such. I'm appreciating that even these smaller sets now, they're incorporating a lot of minifigs. So I mean, like this set right here, 5 minifigs. So even though it's only about 380 pieces or so, that's a really great collection of minifigs coming along with this set. The set that caught my eye. This is the skiff and Starlight. Yes. I like this, although I think I would probably not do the tentacles. I just have it be the big thing coming.
the big mouth.
We'll see. I might drop all of it and just let it be. I don't know. I would mess around with it, but I love, once again, a nice collection of figures. We've got Han, Lando, Chewie, Luke, Boba Fett, and Nien Nunb. So nice variety of characters available, and I'm really quite fond of this set. I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for it. They've used the clear bricks so that you have the hovering.
Yes. Yeah, big fan of how this is realized.
And then there's a droid set, and I love droids. I can see my droids right over there. My droids sit over there with my Iron Man. I have 3 droids and an Iron Man in case. So one of these days I need to put like shelves behind me so you can see my 3 droids and an Iron Man. But
yeah, right here, we would love to see that.
Right here on screen we have and a Stitch. It's 3 droids, Iron Man, and a Stitch. But right here on screen we have R2. We have Chopper. So it is a nice little set of droids. I guess you can customize these too, right?
I think to some extent, yes. And I was just on the Lego site. I was trying to see if it said if it gave heights. Okay, yeah. So each those are the it's the each of the 4 main Lego droid figures stand over 4 inches tall. So they're going to be the size of like a Funko Pop in terms of height. Which, because I'm looking at the minifigure, I'm like, okay, the minifigure, we know how big those are. So these droids, while they're not enormous, they're going to be nice, sizable display pieces for your collection.
Yep. And lots of fun. They have some fun elements in the background. You can see a fireman hat, a top hat, bow. So they're meant to be, customize your droid. So it's a creative, have some fun with droid Lego set. So be sure to check out our collection, our roundup of upcoming Lego items. And let's see, with that, I thought I'd talk a little bit about our trip. We went to the Fort Wilderness resort, and lots of fun, man. We went horseback riding, we roasted marshmallows. But one of the things that makes the Fort Wilderness cabins fun is that they feature a Murphy bed. Now, we have a full tour of the cabin on this very YouTube, and I will try once this processes, I'll try and put a link up there so you guys can click on it and watch that video. But this is how my mind works. Because we had a Murphy bed, I thought of Phantasmic in California and Murphy. So while I play the tune, see if you can think about what this week's Sensational Seven might feature. And this week's Sensational Seven, yes, that's right, is Maleficent. That's sleepy, happy, dumpy, gropey, sneezy, bashful, and Doc, but Maleficent items. We're starting off with this amazing, beautiful nightshirt from with Maleficent on it. So we got Sleepy right here at the start. So you got a nice little sleep. First of all, this is a gorgeous color that they've chosen.
It is.
It's striking. And I love the way that they have the thorns, her cape flowing, the raven. I'm surprised it's a nightshirt and not just like a swing dress.
I know. I'm like, pair it with leggings and I might wear that out in public.
Moving on to Happy, I went with Geeky Tikis. Yes. They've realized Maleficent as a cocktail tumbler, as it says here. But, it's in essence a tiki mug, but, a little bit of Maleficent style. It holds 20 ounces. It's available at Geeky Tiki. It's available here on Amazon. They've got a few other villains too, if Maleficent's not quite the villain of your choice. For Grumpy, I like to say that you need your caffeine. I know, right? Wait, Kyle pointing out the obvious. Those horns seem dangerous for a kid. Yes, but just think, you could save on toothpicks for garnish because you could just put it olive right there.
There you go.
See, I'm thinking ahead. You need a little bit of caffeine to keep the grumpies away. A beautiful espresso cup and saucer over at Amazon. You have Maleficent with her raven, whose name is Diablo, and a realization of her as a dragon. Hades is Bloom's favorite Disney villain. Good Who's choice. Your favorite Disney villain? Those of you watching out there want to pop it in the chat, I will throw it up on the screen. When thinking of Dopey, our next dwarf, I think of sparkly eyes like he had when the little diamonds fell into his eyes. And so in this case, I want to highlight, because it's nearing the end of its run. This is what they call their last chance over at Rock Love. They will replenish designs, but then they get to a point where they're like, okay, this one's going to move on. And in this case, it is this beautiful Maleficent ring. Rock Love's quality is really beautiful, holds up well. I don't wear a lot of jewelry, but I do wear Rock Love. I don't tend to be somebody who takes good care of my stuff, but it's held up to my abuse. So apparently Maleficent, but not from the movie Maleficent. Mm-hmm. I'm confused by
so
what
he likes the Maleficent character, the animated character. He thinks she's the best villain. He's not a fan of the Angelina Jolie.
Gotcha.
At least that's where I'm going with this.
No. I understand now. Okay, there you go. I'm up to speed. Yeah. After Dopey, we have. I want to say I put Sneezy. Let me see. Am I right? Yep. Got to keep that chill away. Don't want to trigger a sneezy fit. And we have a long sleeve tee here from Disney Store. Now this one, okay, yeah, it's got a few of the other villains, but we can, ignore them and just focus on the one that matters, and that would be Maleficent's beautiful cape there.
Purple, so.
And it has the green. It's green and purple. That's totally Maleficent. And it says on it, it's good to be bad. I think that's cute. I love the choices they've made regarding the silhouettes here.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's new over at Disney Store. After Sneezy is bashful, a face mask. You're not going to be taking that out in public. You're going to kind of keep that to yourself behind closed doors. And in this case, if you're doing the face masks, you can have a Disney villain. And in here you have Maleficent. It has Sleeping Beauty Castle with the thorns. It has the dragon. It has Rose as in Briar Rose. So a nice little bit of Disney villainy to go along with your face mask relaxation. I like how Bloom uses dang ferret. It creeps the dang ferret hell out of me. Very good. Nice use of dang ferret. Extra credit points for that.
There we go.
And finally, Doc. Doc is the foundation of the dwarfs, the one that kind of I think of as the leader. And in this case, I'm going with something that's like foundational in my wardrobe, and that's ball caps.
Okay.
And we have Maleficent as a dragon baseball cap. So
that's a really good cap.
Isn't that amazing?
I love that neon green. My goodness. It's just like drawn. It's a good thing. Good thing she's not Medusa, because I'd be looking right into her eyes.
Or Mara. No Mara, no Medusa. Yeah, no. Try and avoid the eyes. Let's see, Becca. With that, we now come to the shopping list, and I'm going to pop off for a moment and see if I can find something real quick while you are sharing the shopping list. All
right. Yeah, so we have, of course, today, it's another Pintastic Tuesday. There were, I believe, 2 new designs, some fun Groot and Scarlet Witch designs for you. And then Disney Store has brought back their free gift offer. So if you spend $100, you can choose a free gift that's valued at $24.99 if you use the code GIFT at checkout. We talked a little bit about the Tiana ear headband, and those are now available on Disney Store. There's also a whole slew of new mugs, tumblers, and cups over at Disney Store. If you are into high-end fashion, there is a Lion King by, I think it's Balmain, is how we say it. There's a gorgeous, gorgeous collection of some really, really high-end designs that are inspired by the 30th anniversary of the animated movie. And then Run Disney is going to be doing a virtual series called the 12 Ks of Christmas. And there's a sneak peek at some of the clothing and then the ornaments that you get for participating in the virtual series, which I think registration opens next week. Disney Store Japan is now offering items from their resort. So that's just some fun news that we wanted to share with you. I think everything from the bear at J. Crew collection has sold out, but I really like the bear, the FX series. And I think it's really cool that there's a merchandise collaboration. So even if you can't get it, you should check it out.
I still haven't checked that out, Becca. The bear.
Oh, it's intense, but I really liked it. I have not watched the new season yet, or started the new season yet, but
I keep thinking about checking it out, but I haven't yet.
I mean, it's a lot. You need a little breather between the episodes, but it's really, really well done.
Okay.
And then a little more fun, we've got a roundup of the Inside Out 2 toys from Just Play. Alex put that together for us. Hasbro has some SDCC exclusives because San Diego Comic-Con is happening this month. So there's some fun stuff to check out. We get a sneak peek at that. And then if you are a fan of the HasLab creations, they're a couple more days, I think 5 days left for the Mos Eisley Cantina. It's in that 3 3/4 inch scale, but this thing is like, it's the whole Cantina set. So they're looking for backers still. There's a few more days to back this, and Mike has all the details up on Laughing Place. So, all right, that's my shopping list. What did you get?
Look, Gideon picked up, well, Uncle Ben picked up a ride vehicle from Tiana for Giddy. So there you go.
I love that. That is so cool.
Sharp-eyed patrons have noticed this little bunny on the front. Aww. They didn't keep that feature when they made the transformation from Splash Mountain. So this little thing, some people wonder if it'll be replaced in future. You know, they do like a run, and then when those run out, then they'll do more, and it'll be interesting to see if it keeps moving forward with the bunny rabbit, since yeah, that isn't on the log anymore now that it's Tiana's Bayou. But these are her friends that end up in the band on the ride. I haven't learned their names yet.
I think one is Rufus, and that's all I remember.
So I have to learn their names. I remember that. Yeah, that's it. That's all I know. So I thought I'd share the ride vehicle because it's cute and fun and has that little nod to the past that isn't there anymore.
Is that just available at the Critter? Is it the Critter Co-op right outside the attraction?
That's where we picked it up, right there at the Critter Co-op. We've got pictures of the Critter Co-op here on Laughing Place, so you can find them here. Thanks for mentioning that, Becca. I appreciate it. Of course. We did end up having a beignet at the new little beignet stand over there. I'll be honest, I wasn't a big fan, but I hear other people have really enjoyed them, so maybe I just got a bad batch. Sometimes that happens when you get a fried item, you know?
I was going to say, how does it compare to that lemon icebox one that they had at Disneyland?
Okay, that was heaven. Okay. Disneyland with the lemon icebox filling, that was heaven.
That sounded so good. When you talked about that, I was like, I wish I was in Disneyland right now.
Yeah. No, it was really good. In fact, I'm craving it. If that's what happened, was we went on the attraction and I got off the attraction and I wanted to go get the chicory cold brew and the icebox pie and the gumbo that I had at all the stuff I had at Tiana's, because floating through the bayou with all the fireflies and hearing the Zydeco music, and I had like I say, I did not go in with I had a very low bar set. I wasn't, because when you had so much fun on something, you know, and it gets replaced. I had the same when but okay, so for me, it's hard because when I was little, my favorite ride at Disneyland was Adventures Through Inner Space. And yes, I realize most of our audience probably don't even have any idea what that is because it closed so long ago. They probably weren't even born a decade later. But it was my favorite. And one day I went and it was closed. I didn't know that was going to happen. Showed up to ride my favorite ride. It was gone. But they replaced it with Star Tours.
Okay.
When? Favorite for the longest time. It was Star Tours. So, you know, so Splash Mountain was never my favorite. I enjoyed it, but it was never my favorite. So yeah, but floating down the bayou, that there is nothing like that view at the top, whether you're at Disneyland looking out over the rivers of America and beyond, or you're at Magic Kingdom where really your eye just is drawn to Cinderella Castle when you're up there. That view, man, yeah, I'll take that view any day. I love that view so much. And we were so lucky. It was a beautiful, with all the clouds, we had a beautiful blue sky and clouds. So yeah, so it was amazing. I got lightly doused with water.
Are they still using the cross cannons?
I hear no.
Okay.
So and we didn't get that wet. So like my bottom half didn't even barely had a drop. It was like I felt like I'd been on Pirates as far as my wet level.
Okay. Okay. That makes sense.
Pleasant.
Yeah, because sometimes, yeah, the couple splashes there in Pirates.
Well, we were actually leaving from there. Pretty much it was like experience Tiana, get in the car and go to the airport. So I had a change of clothes ready right at the top of my suitcase so I could easily swap out if I had to, but didn't have to. See, Mickey Mouse knows what I'm talking about. It's my spirit animal. She knows. Beautiful view at the Magic Kingdom. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So, and then they have now when you go to your photo pass pickup, to redeem your little picture, they have four, I think, different like photo opportunities for you.
Nice.
So it's a nice little stand-ups with a little Tiana's Bayou logo on, or no, I guess a hashtag actually, because they know it's Instagrammable. A little Tiana's Bayou hashtag down at the bottom, and it's just sweet. It's like Naveen. I want to say one was like a party setting. One was like the splash with some of the characters, realized as nice little art that you can take a picture in front of with your own camera. So yeah, so nice little. I like what's happened to the area over there. So we'll see.
That's
We'll
cool.
see.
Yeah.
I miss the song at the end being like you kind of foot, hand clapping, foot tapping, kind of everybody in the logs kind of leaning back and forth, and the new song, we don't know it. It's a new song. So, I'm interested to see if over time, if it kind of
catches on
that in the same way, because it's got a nice energy to it, but it's unfamiliar. We don't know it.
So just got to ride it a couple of times. Just
there
like
was a time when we didn't know the songs we know now. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like there's a great big beautiful tomorrow. We didn't know it.
That's right.
So, hey, so we'll see. We'll see. Time will tell, right?
That's right.
But man, you could sit me all day in that Bayou part with the Zydeco music and the fireflies. Yeah,
it sounds beautiful.
I'm a soft touch, so I like teared up a little bit because I like when things are really, really pretty and really, really happy. So that's how that struck me. So yeah, that was fun. Well, I could talk about my trip to Disney World way too long, but I know you've got things to do. I've got things to do. We've talked about merchandise. Thank you guys so much for watching. Later on this evening, my husband and our son are going to be here hosting Disney Trivia Live. So it's going to be a lot of fun. You can compete head-to-head against fellow Disney fans. Show off your Disney knowledge. Next week, Monday in the evening here on Laughing Place, we'll be talking about Disney Parks Talk. That's what we do each Monday evening. Bring you the highlights of what's been happening the week in Disney Parks news. So with that, I will say see you all next time.
Bye.